Hi everyone, Kelt here. Harry's new dad. So before I go into this, one question. Is this another attempt of Meghan's to drive a wedge between Harry and his family? I'm referring to the putting out of this news rather than the news itself. Bear this in mind while I go on. The news being that Harry has allegedly found himself another father. A father replacement, it said. I cannot imagine how painful it must be for his father, Prince Charles, yes, his real father, which I'll go into later in this video, to read these headlines. Regardless of your opinion of Prince Charles, he does seem to be a good father and has shown much love to his sons over the years. Not easy for a person who, from a young child, was raised to be king and whose own mother shook hands with him rather than hug him on her return from a royal tour, which was a 6-month tour. Though we don't know that the Queen was not wanting such a public reunion with her son and perhaps kept it professional just in public. Harry's alleged new father is music supremo David Foster, who was recently married to singer Catherine McPhee, who attended the same school as Meghan. Catherine McPhee told Access Hollywood that her husband, David Foster, has a really, really beautiful relationship with Harry. They're so cute. They're like father and son, she said. This couple own the mansion on Vancouver Island where Harry and Meghan stayed before moving to LA. They're said to be an odd match. Regardless of the age difference, it is alleged that David Foster is a rather controlling personality, and also many are saying that he was cold and heartless to leave his ex-wife because she was ill. Many are suggesting that his new wife Amanda seems to be afraid of him and nervous around him. The dynamics of their relationship is said to be a bit like Harry and Meghan's relationship, but in reverse. So any advice coming from David Foster might only affirm Meghan's advice to Harry to be more brutal in cutting off friends and family. All the more reason for Harry to have a long sabbatical in Africa on his own, away from every influence. But he has chosen his path, and that's fine, if it was a normal family with its problems. But it's not. It's playing out on the world stage, and the anger which Harry directs at the camera is toward the very people who are paying via their taxes for his overprivileged lifestyle, the very people Meghan couldn't wait to get away from. Not only are we in the UK paying for them while they are living in another country, complaining, pretending to work and throwing tantrums, but we have to see their faces everywhere still, on newsstands and all over the media. Harry will probably never leave Meghan. It's been predicted by many that Meghan will leave Harry, but if she doesn't, they will be like Wallis Simpson and Edward. The big difference, though, is that Wallis and Edward faded into obscurity and didn't create daily dramas for the whole world to see. Remember when the papers stated that Meghan's father was offering her pre-wedding advice? Her screen father, that is, not her real father, Thomas Markle Sr. We imagined how painful that must have been for Thomas. Yet another twist of the knife. Many of these news articles are alleged to have Meghan behind them, as the words and descriptions used are the same: cute, enchanting, adorable, etc. I don't know about that, but they do seem to use the same sickly sweet adjectives. If this news was not approved by Harry, then he needs to reach out to his father and affirm him publicly. Prince Charles has paid out so much for them that this knife-twisting comment might just be the door slamming shut on any further financial support or open invitations for the prodigal's return home. If Meghan is encouraging this, then she's going to reap the consequences of teaching Harry to be brutal, a term she allegedly used last year when she was encouraging, some say demanding, Harry to remove friends from his phone list and destroy photos. Despite Meghan's influence, Harry is responsible for his own behaviour and has disappointed many people worldwide. Notwithstanding the royal aspect of it all, people are disappointed that someone could treat their father and grandmother in the way that Harry has. Prince Harry grew up with rumours about his parentage, and many believed, and some still do, that his father was James Hewitt. Harry had a DNA test some years ago which proved that he was Charles's son. Also, the News of the World even had strands of Harry's hair DNA tested in February 2003. The juror wrote, "And if Harry had been shown to be James Hewitt's son, you can be sure we would have known." Diana and James met 2 years after Harry was born, so it was impossible. Photos also show just how much Harry resembles his father and his grandfather, Prince Philip. So I would say to Harry, stop this. Yes, you can have a good friend, but no one replaces your father. You are not going to bring up your own son without making mistakes. No one does. So how would you feel if your son did this to you? What exactly does Meghan have over the royal family? If this won't close the door firmly to more of Prince Charles's financial handouts, what will? Also, will it close the door, the open invitation that Her Majesty the Queen has put out for Harry to return at any time? It seems as if this is really being put to the test. Is this going to be the final self-destruct button for the roaming, moaning royals? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe, ding the bell for more alerts for more videos, like if you liked it, and share. Bye.